I have a hyperactive mind. No, you don't. You don't own anything. It's not yours. If the mind is hyperactive, none your business. Hyperactive? Not in my mind. Isn't that wonderful? It's not mine. So you don't have to do anything. When you try and stop it, it gets worse. That thinks non-stop. No, that is who we are. Introduce this magic word, Gomayang. If you haven't heard this word before, many of you have heard it. Go is the Pali word for bull. Mayang is what comes out of the back end of a bull. Shit. So instead of actually upsetting people by using coarse words, bullshit, I use the Pali equivalent, Gomayang. So now you know what Gomayang is and you know what I mean. Okay, because I get away with it that way. So, your mind thinks non-stop. That's Gomayang. That's not true. The point is, you never actually notice when the mind is not thinking. You only notice things, not the space between my words. You are often still, but you don't notice it. This hall is very full, isn't it? Is it? If you notice all the people, yeah, you can count the people. What about the spaces between the people? All the emptiness between the ceiling and the floor and the four walls and the people. There's more emptiness in this room than there are things. But we've been trained just to notice things, not the spaces between the things. Just like we've been learned how to notice the thoughts, the events which we call thoughts, rather than what's before the thoughts or what's after, before the next thought begins. So, see if you can be more mindful of the spaces between your words and thoughts. It's a nice little technique. And that proves that your mind is not non-stop. It does stop. You just don't notice it. Many times unaware of thinking after a long time, as awareness this week, I may spend hours sitting and thinking instead of focus on present moment. If you try to focus on the present moment, it doesn't matter what's there in the present moment. It might be a thought. Just be aware of it. Make peace with it. Oh, nice thought. Well, thank you for coming to visit me. I know, it's a stupid thought, but you notice it's not up to me to judge. There's so much stereotyping. This thought is right and this thought is wrong. It's just discriminating one thought from another thought. If you think of a Buddha, that's really good. If you think of killing Ajahn Brahma, that's bad. That's discrimination. So just leave the thoughts alone. And then after a while, the thoughts will have no fuel. And sometimes I just used to... Okay, my goodness. I can go on and on and on. But sometimes I started wondering, why do I think? Because you know that most of the thoughts are totally useless, total waste of time, don't get anywhere. So after a while, I thought, why do I think? Because I wasn't used to silence. I was afraid of it. So you just start to taste silence, be peaceful, and then you get addicted to it. It's a nice thing to get addicted to letting go, to being silent. It's much more beautiful than thinking. And if you want to find solutions to problems, most solutions to problems come from silence, not from thinking. I always like when these great breakthroughs in science actually come when people they're not really thinking about the problem. The mind is silent and answers come up. Wisdom from silence. I love that. Anyway, that's awareness of the week. I may spend hours sitting and thinking instead of focus on present moment. Don't focus on present moment. Just let the present moment focus on you. What can I do to raise awareness and bring back the present moment? If you keep bringing it back, it doesn't work. Control freak. Be kind to your mind. Say, mind, what do you want to do? You want to think about this? Think about that? It's, oh, yeah, thank you very much. And if you're kind to it, then it stays with you. Also, it's found out that all those thoughts which come up, it was, again, because my mind was running away from present moment. Why was it running away? Because I treated it very badly, controlled it, treated it like a slave. It was mind abuse. We have Royal Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Children, Royal Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Nuns. We don't have that yet. But what I really want to start a society, Royal Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Brains. You give your mind such a hard time. Try to train it. Don't try and train your mind. Love your mind. If you love your mind, then your mind doesn't want to go anywhere. It wants to stay with you. If you try and train it and control it, it'll run away at the first opportunity. It's mind abuse.